Hello, ladies. How are you?
Hi.
Good. How are you?
I didn't hear where you were from. I'm sorry.
We were Toronto, Canada.
From Canada.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Canadian.
I just love this movie so much. Congratulations. Oh, wait, did someone say something?
No, I
Wait,
said
Olivia, did you
I
say
went, oh,
something?
Canada, and that was awful. Sorry. I have a Canadian friend who says I'm going home to Canada, which always makes me laugh, and that's...
Oh, and
Carry on.
Well, congratulations on winning big at the Gotham Awards. That's so exciting. So I want to know, out of the group of women here, who's the first to celebrate, who wants to party, get their champagne on, and who's ready for a good night's sleep?
I'd say Peter Sarsgaard. He is the first on the dance floor
And the last
to leave.
Yeah.
And if you have to walk past him on the dance floor, you try not to catch his eye.
Because he'll dance with you.
That's his move too.
Yeah.
That's so
He's
his
a
move.
killer dancer.
He's
Come
a
on.
great
He's a
dancer.
dancer.
So he knows this because when I interviewed him, he also said himself. And
He said himself and answered your question. Okay, then it's
Yeah.
for her.
Oh,
I love that so much. Obviously you get really close when you work on a film like this. And I just have to say, I love this story so much that Dakota gave Olivia her first tattoo. I just need to know whose idea that was. I love it so much.
I think I mentioned it once. And that's, yeah. How did it happen?
Yeah.
Well, we'd all talked about doing something together.
I had brought a stick and poke kit to Greece, but then it got confiscated because it was large needles. So we didn't get to do it in Greece.
We said
Which
we were
was
gonna
great.
get pierced, and I did
Oh, yes.
Oh, you did, yeah.
pierce my septum as soon as I got home, and then I took it out. It didn't work. But nobody else did it. I was alone.
Well, I was going to do an ear, but then I forgot about that.
I didn't forget.
Yeah.
No,
But then one night in New York, I tattooed Olivia.
Yeah.
So exciting.
It was so exciting.
And now we're both, later this afternoon, we're going to get huge back tattoos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to get Spetsies tattooed on our backs.
We're gonna get
Betsy
each
is
of our
the
faces.
name of the
island we
island
filmed on.
that we shot on, yeah.
I love this so much. Dakota, would you allow Olivia to give you a tattoo?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, I would be
I have
really
some.
careful.
I have some dumb tattooed on me anyway already. So,
It's a spot that you
what
won't be
would
able
you
to see.
draw? What would you do?
Penis.
A little penis, yeah, of course. Just a tiny bit.
Would you allow Olivia to tattoo you?
Definitely. It'd be like, I'd be so proud.
Thank you.
Wow.
Although I don't know what you would
wouldn't
end up like. A friend of mine got a rose on her back, but badly done, and it looks like a kind of black sperm, just like a little dot, a little wiggly thing.
I know a person who got strength and courage tattooed on their wrist, but they forgot to draw the R, so it says strength.
No.
Strength. And then tried to go back and like put an R in with like a carrot.
Oh,
one of those.
God.
It's really stupid. Strength and courage.
Oh, no. Well, Olivia now knows what to do and what not to do if she ever wants to tattoo the rest
Check
of the
the
cast. I love
spelling.
it.
Yes.
So this is just so exciting. Obviously, critics are loving this film. I watched this movie. It's so good. Maggie, for you, with this being your directorial debut, I can only imagine the excitement and the nerves, but then you have this fantastic cast, this amazing group of women bringing such complex characters to life. What was this experience like for you?
I mean, I remember texting Peter on the first day. I was shooting with you, and it was the first day of shooting, and I said, "This is hard work heaven."
Oh.
Oh,
That is how I felt. It was like we got in a river and we just didn't get out of it until it was finished. And then you guys left, and I went to the editing room, and I got in the river with my editor, and we just kept going down. It was like I actually still feel like I might be in that river. So it was amazing. I chose people to work with. These actresses, my husband, Paul, Ed Harris, Dagmara, Ollie, Jack, Helen Louvart, who was my DP, people who I had so much respect for, that everything they did all the time was inspiring and surprising and energizing. And I mean, you know what? I drink champagne every night. And like somebody
Yes,
said
you
to me
do.
the other night, like, well, what were you celebrating? I was like, oh, I was celebrating everything that happened all day. Like, I was like thirsty for champagne every night. They know. Every night I was like, where are we having champagne?
There's enough on the island.
Yeah, on the island. And you know, when you're bringing these characters to life, Olivia, what is it like having a fantastic actress like Maggie behind the lens guiding you with this performance?
It makes a huge difference knowing. I was talking to a lovely writer-director friend last night and felt a bit awkward saying this out loud in front of him because I said, it's being directed by someone who's already done it makes you feel they're not asking me to do anything they haven't already done or would do themselves. And then you feel extra safe. And you have to feel supported and safe and looked after in order to go where you need to go and to do a good job, I think. If you feel that you're bullied, you butt up against it.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. And so that approach is comedy. It's just so bad. And luckily it's dying out. But it's being directed by also an actor that I adore and am a huge fan of is great.
I love
really
that. Listen, you feel it with all of the performances. Dakota, what was it like for you taking on this role of a mother who so many parents can relate to in terms of just the exhaustion you feel when you're raising a human being?
I think it felt just the most honest to me. It felt like, oh, I know that woman. I know those are my friends. That's my mother. You know, it felt like the truth, and that's so much of what I think all of us are interested in as artists is having the opportunity to say something that deeply resonates with you as an artist and as a person, and also is like almost offers a hand to the viewer to make them feel that it's okay to have complicated feelings.
Yeah, absolutely. Jesse, did you talk to Olivia before crafting these characters? Because your mannerisms are just so in sync. I love it so much. Both of your characters are so good.
We did not really, no. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
We just chose an accent and then we shot separately. So
Right,
no, we didn't.
No, but that's lovely. But I wonder if that's testament as well to the writing. So you sort of know who she is. It's very clear.
Yeah.
And I mean, if we'd come up with very different versions,
I would have been absolutely rubbish at that as well. Like, you said how bad I am at picking up a phone in one hand. Like, if you told me to, like, Olivia does this one thing with her eye, it would have been an absolute
No. And if you have like a whole Jessie Buckley and a whole Olivia Colman, why would you ever ask them, like, cut off your arm and then you cut off your arm and try and merge together?
Oh my
I mean,
God.
it would be such a waste
It would be so weird.
And also, they're not the same person. Everyone knows it.
Yeah.
I think in some ways, if you were like trying to make them, you put on the contact lenses and you do it feels fake. People go like, what? Instead, they're very different. I mean, they're extremely different in the movie. And in fact, it makes no difference. The movie asks you to believe that for the purposes of our story for 2 hours, that this is the same woman at different times in her life, you know? And that's all, like in a kind of a poetic agreement. But they're so different. And it's true, Jesse. You
wouldn't have a
you would have
chance.
hated
I would have
me.
been fired
You
after
would-
2
You would have
days.
hated me, I can tell.
I
I
would
could
have hated
imagine
you.
the look in your face if I had been trying to get you to act like Olivia. And vice versa.
Yeah. Well, I just have to say,
wouldn't
every
know
single
what to do.
performance was
Wouldn't it?
so good.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah. So thanks so much. You guys are so much fun, and congratulations on all the success.
Thank you.
so much.
Thank
Nice to meet you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Nice to talk to you guys.
Bye.
Bye.